Servus and welcome on my channel csAirsoft. Today we are going to review the G&G RK74 CQB. At first I have to say, yeah, this is my own gun and I painted this gun. Internally this gun is completely stock, but I painted this gun here with a paint job. There is a separate video, I can link it up there. Internally this gun is completely stock, so I exchanged nothing on this gun. I only made a paint job for this gun. I personally think it looks very cool, this paint job. There are 3 variants available from this gun. There is the tactical version, the elite version and the CQB version. This is the CQB version, and the tactical and the elite versions are longer and bigger versions. So this is the CQB, the small version. I bought the small version, but I think this review will fit to the other versions as well. Let's start the review. The first chapter is the packaging and what's in the packaging if you order the G&G RK74. This is the carton, the packaging with a small grip. It's a pretty nice box. It's the same box for all 3 versions. Here is a small sticker with a picture of the gun, which is inside. It's a standard G&G box. If you open the whole thing, you can see there is this foam stuff in it, and the gun is fixed with these foam parts. You have a small package of G&G BBs, 0.20 gram BBs. The magazine, you already saw the magazine. Next thing is stickers for the magazine, but I will talk to it in the magazine chapter because I already attached the stickers. Cleaning rod, yeah, it's a standard cleaning rod for Airsoft AGs. You have a small adjustment tool for the iron sights. A crappy speed loader. You need the speed loader to fill the mid-cap magazine. So this is a mid-cap magazine in the package. Very nice, but throw this speed loader away. Buy a better one for €3. A G&G catalog or G&G stuff with every gun in it. Yeah, I don't want to open it because if I open this thing here, you can't close this thing. And you have the manuals. They are pretty easy. You can see inside these manuals there are different parts and different versions of this gun, and in the end there is an explosion drawing of the gun and of the parts and the part list, so you can order parts if something will break. After the packaging, I will show you the technical data of the gun. Visit the shop, and every shop is showing this technical data on their site. So yeah, I will blend it in there. I don't want to talk about this. If you want to read it, please stop the video. For the shooting test, I will upload a separate video. This will come online 3 days or 4 days after this video comes online on YouTube. Let's start with some basic stuff and some adjustments of this gun. This gun has many cool details and features, so let's talk about them. And I think let's start from the back. In the back we have a standard G&G stock. It's a very small one. You can adjust it and it clicks in very fine. And if you want to stay here, you can press this and this is fixed. So you can adjust this stock wherever you want. There are some positions and yeah, click and that's it. There is another small function on the stock, so you can push this button here and you can pull this thing here out, so you can store something inside there. I don't know why G&G made this, but you can store some batteries or something like that, or jelly beans, I don't know. But yeah, the next cool feature is the charging handle. It's a little bit special for this AK, so you can pull it back like every normal Airsoft gun, and you can fix it with the fire selector. So you can adjust the hop-up unit very easily, and you don't have this charging handle coming forward all the time. So simply to put this charging handle back, and if you want to release it, that's it. This is a standard AK47 firing selector, so this is the safe spot. If you go down, you have full auto, and if you go the second time down, you have semi-auto. So You can shoot full auto, semi-auto, and you can pull it on safe. Yeah, it's like every normal assault rifle. And yeah, there are the iron sights, and you can adjust them with this small tool I showed you at the beginning. The next thing is the mounting space. You have up there a Picatinny rail to mount some optics, and over there you have a smaller Picatinny rail to mount more stuff. The next thing is a keymod mount here on both sides, and down there is a third Picatinny rail for grips or something like that. I think you have enough space to attach everything you want, grips and optics and lights and whatever you want on this gun, because yeah, this is a very cool and modern looking AK. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, the next cool feature is there is built-in sling mount here, but this is only for right-handed persons. The question is, can I use this gun for right and left-handed shooters? The answer is yeah, you can use it as a left-hander, but the fire selector here and the sling attachment here are only for right-handed people. The charging handle and the magazine release are for left-handed people, so I think it's possible to play this gun as a left-handed person. About the magazine and the magazine release I will talk to you later. And of course, in the front you have a normal counterclockwise thread, 14mm, like on nearly every airsoft gun. So you have to unscrew this small little screw down there, and after that you can simply remove the amplifier on the top. It's a very long thread, so you need some time, and you have a simple 14mm counterclockwise thread, and here you can see in a very... Okay, now we are in the part materials and quality of the materials. So I think we should start at the front. We have an amplifier. The whole build, the whole gun has a very nice build quality. And yeah, this is the amplifier. I think it's made of aluminium, but I'm not 100% sure. It could be steel, but I think it's aluminium. The whole gun, the whole body of this gun, it's not like a real AK made out of steel. This gun is made out of aluminium. It's a very high quality build. Everything feels fine. There are no sharp edges, and the whole quality is very good. And the whole build quality is very nice, but it's just aluminium. Some people don't like it, but I personally think aluminium is as good too. It's no plastic, it's not plastic, it's not ABS, it's aluminium. The next material thing, yeah, the magazine, I will come to that later. The grip here is made out of polymer or a very high quality plastic. It's no cheap ABS, so it's very high quality. And this stock is made out of very high quality plastic. It's very good plastic, it's no cheap one. And in the back, the butt stock or the stock plate here is made out of rubber. The rest of the externals all made out of metal, so the many things are made out of aluminium, and the small parts like the attachments here and the screws are made out of steel. So I personally think the build quality is very nice. Yeah, okay, it's G&G and this gun costs about 400 euros, but 350 to 400 euros I think. But yeah, the build quality is nice. I love it, it's very cool, and yeah, I can definitely recommend this build quality. So now we are at the chapter markings. There are not that much markings on this gun. There are only a few markings. One of the markings is here. There is a serial number on it from G&G. G&G made a serial number, and I think the serial number is unique. So every gun has his own number. The next marking is here is a very small G&G marking on it. Yeah, it's pretty decent. So the gun is nearly marking less, I would say. So here are the standard AK markings in Russian. So yeah, for semi and full auto, and on the stock, so for the different positions 1 and 2, and some decent G&G markings on the stock. You can see these markings here, and here's a made in Taiwan marking. Let's talk about the magazines. The magazine, which one was delivered, and magazine compatibility. Fuck. I think I need a coffee. Sorry. Cheers. Okay, let's start again. Now we talk. Okay, this is about the magazines which are delivered with this gun. There's only one magazine delivered with this gun, but the cool thing is this magazine is a mid-cap magazine, so you don't have an unuseful high-cap magazine, and this is the reason why you got this crappy speed loader in your package. But this is a cool mid-cap magazine. This is made out of very, very strong and robust plastic, so yeah, very good quality. It fits very good into the gun. I will show it after I explain something about this magazine. The cool thing about this follower is your BBs will be feed into the gun until the last BB. So you don't have any BBs falling out of the gun while you're reloading, and you don't lose any BBs. So every BB will be feeded, but you can break this thing. The magazine has another very cool feature. It's very easy to take this thing apart. I have to show you something. So you have to remove this part and you press from here, and this is the case or the housing of the magazine, and this is the internal part of the magazine. The cool thing is here is a small hole and there's a small trigger in it, so you can switch it from 90 BBs to 30 BBs capacity. You can play it as a real cap with 30 BBs capacity, or you can play it as a mid cap with a higher capacity. But the capacity shown here is 90 BBs, and I have the packaging here. This is the original packaging of this magazine, and I have to, here is the marking with 115 rounds. So I'm not 100% sure if there only fit 90 BBs into this magazine or 150 BBs. So yeah, I don't know. I never tested it exactly because I don't want to count 150 BBs. But yeah, this is only just a small information for you. And normally with the gun there will be delivered magazine stickers, and I will show you the stickers. This is the magazine with stickers. There are some bullet stickers, so it looks like this magazine is filled with real bullets. You have 4 stickers on the front, on the back, and left and right. But I don't know why I bought an extra magazine and there were no stickers inside, but this is exactly the same magazine, and I don't know why in this package there were no stickers. So there's one small plus point with these magazines, but this plus point is a negative point too. G&G improved these AK magazines a little bit because they have this follower, and it's a little bit easier to attach this magazine to the gun because there is a small clip inside there, so it's way easier to attach this magazine. The magazine fits perfectly into this gun. I think it looks cool with these bullets, and the magazine release here is for both handed players or left and right-handed players, and it's very easy to remove the magazine, and with this clip inside there it's very easy to insert the magazine, so you don't have to practice it that much like with other AK models where it is a little bit more complicated to put in the magazine. And yeah, I think this is a cool feature, but there is a minus point with these magazines. Only G&G magazines fit into this gun because they are a little bit special, and this is the reason why you only can put G&G magazines in this G&G gun. So you can't use other AK magazines from other brands, you have to use the G&G magazines. This is a small minus point, but you have the cool, I can show you if this AK magazines fit in AR pouches. So this is a standard AR pouch from Warrior Assault Systems with a standard G&G magazine. And I can show you, you can use the same pouches because the AK magazine fits perfectly into an AR pouch. So yeah, you are able to use the same pouches. You don't have to exchange your whole setup if you already have an M4. Okay, let's talk about the hop-up and the barrel setup and settings. So I already showed you how you access the hop-up. It's pretty easy. You only have to pull back and you can put this thing up and you can access to the hop-up chamber. I hope you can see it. Yeah, you can see it like that. Okay, here is a hop-up chamber inside. You have this plastic part and you have to move this plastic part forward and back so you can adjust the hop-up like that. It's easier than on other, it works much better than on other AKAGs. So this is a hop-up that works very, very nice, and this plastic part you can move it very, very smoothly, and there is a small screw inside. I hope you can see the screw. With the screw you can fix the hop-up so the hop-up don't adjust itself. So yeah, you can adjust the hop-up and nothing will move after you fix the whole thing with the screw. And yeah, I think this is pretty nice. I think the hop-up bucking and barrel setup is very nice, but it could be, if you have a bad G&G model, sometimes the small window you have in your barrel for the hop-up bucking, where the hop-up bucking applies pressure to the BB, it could be that on your barrel this window is too small. If you have a window which is too small, it could be possible you can't use other hop-up buckings with a bigger patch part because the window is too small. One option is to send the gun back and say my inner barrel is bad, the window is too small, or you exchange the barrel, but I think the barrel which is inside is okay. The hop-up system and the barrel setup works pretty nice, so you will see it in the shooting test. This gun performs great. So let's talk about the internals. There are some cool parts about the internals. At first, in this gun, out of the box, there is built a ETU and a MOSFET unit. So what is an ETU? It's an electronic trigger unit, so you don't have a mechanical trigger, you have an electronic trigger. If you pull the trigger, the motor will move faster, and yeah, it's nicer, your gun will last much longer, and it's better for your gun. You can use 11.1 volt LiPo batteries. You don't have to use these 7.4 LiPo batteries. In my tests I mentioned you have to use 11.1 LiPo batteries because the 7.4 are too weak. I don't know why, but this gun don't work properly with 7.4 LiPo batteries. The rest of the internals are pretty good for an out-of-the-box gun. The gears, the piston, the cylinder, everything is there is no lost pressure, no lost air, everything fits perfectly, the system runs very smoothly, everything is alright. The motor is a standard 18K G&G motor. This is quite okay. You can exchange it, but you can use it in your gun as well, so you don't have to exchange it. The only thing you might exchange is the nozzle, because the nozzle don't have any sort of sealing rings, so there are no O-rings and sealing rings in the nozzle, so you lose a little bit of pressure and a little bit of air on the nozzle between the cylinder head and the nozzle. So this is the only part I recommend to exchange of this gun. The rest of the gun is nice, you can take it out and play. What should I say more about the internals? The internals are great, only the nozzle is a little bit, okay, I would say, but the rest is completely fine. Next part is the battery compartment. You have to press this button and you can open the gun like that. And here you have the plug for the battery. Yeah, the battery part here in the CQB version is pretty small, so you can see this is the battery part. You have to use stick type batteries. It's very hard to find. There's a mini Tamiya stecker on it, so you could solder a DNT stecker on it. You have to be careful a little bit, because if you pull this back here, you can damage some cables or damage the battery, so you have to be careful a little bit. So I have to put in the stick type batteries, and as I already explained, you have to use 11.1 LiPo batteries, because this gun, it could be only my gun, but this gun never works properly with 7.4 LiPo batteries. Yeah, that's it about the battery compartment. It's not that big. So that's all about this gun. I hope I explained everything very detailed and very nice. If you have any questions, please put them down below into the comments. And if you have any experience with this gun, if you own this gun, if you use this gun, please put your experiences down in the comments. So the next thing I will do with this gun is a shooting test. I can say this gun performed very nice in shooting test, but there will be an extra video. I will link it up there. And of course there will be a gameplay with this gun. I will do a gameplay video, and so you can see how this gun performs on the field. So I would say thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a sub, and see you next time. Bye.